So, hi, this is really unscripted video. Nothing is scripted here. I just want to talk to myself. Being from a middle class family, the main aim of my life is to make a lot of money, create multiple streams of income just to pursue my happiness, which I usually get from peace of mind, which comes from spirituality. So, to practice spirituality, I need lot of money. This feels really illogical, but there's really a big, great logic behind this. So, writing everything, I think, I used to feel it was okay because that's how it's been marketed. Talking to yourself or talking to someone, there's no point in it. See, what I used to do is I used to write everything, I think, and but when those writings don't make you money, you feel really low about yourself. But finally, I got this job in a, a good company actually, where I work as a content writer, but there's no feeling of satisfaction. So, what I do is I do this freelancing, but you know what real happiness comes from? It comes from not working these days because after a point when you get everything you want, you just don't want to do anything. You try and keep trying for something that you cannot get, which brings unhappiness. So the only problem is you think a lot, and I'm not telling this to myself but everyone around who is in their 20s 30s or lifetime. Thinking is a process. See, the only problem is you think a lot, and what remains is execution. So, I've created multiple websites, I've done a lot of things, but there's this one thing lacking is marketing. Yes. And I think I should work on that. See, I'm not gonna edit anything because I have done a lot of these things, and no matter whatever the kind of content you do, whatever content you record, when you do it for others it gets appreciated, but when you do it for yourself, you feel like you feel really low about yourself. And there's this really toxic wave of optimism which I really hate. You know, people these days are not talking what's real, because reality is pessimistic, and in middle class reality is really pessimistic. If you want to talk something real, you cannot do that. It's just because of your financial situations and all. But I think whatever you feel from deep within, you should just share it and make money out of it. That's the only thing. uh, because that's what I have been doing this all of my life till now. I've been writing and doing and things, but where this happiness has gone, man. It used to be like I don't do anything, I feel happy, and if I do something, I used to feel happy. But right now, what I'm feeling is something different. It's not happiness. It's nothing, and I'm worried about that. I'm not doing anything. I'm doing something I really like, but I'm not feeling happy. But instead of saying this wave tells me to talk positive about myself, because in the long term it's really useful. But I think being pessimistic up to a limit is really good. So I'm thinking of starting a podcast which will be like all about pessimistic point of view. And optimism is great when the situations around you are really optimist. But people have been training and doing all sorts of positive stuff around you, and it's okay. But after a point, that positivity too feels really toxic. So, is there any logical way that you feel should be like, uh, it should give you a great wave of positivity from deep within? You should feel like this is it what I wanted. Many people have divided a lot of things. They have divided positivity, negativity, and all that, but they don't understand. Up to a limit, both are wrong and both are right. And you should accept it. You should be in this way or that way. I don't feel anything about it these days. You should just feel happy about being yourself. The feeling of self sabotage and the feeling of like feeling low of yourself is really toxic. And I don't think these days, which is making me really happy. I used to talk a lot, I used to participate in debates and all of those things, but after a point I understood the person sitting at the back bench or something like, the guy who doesn't care about anything is really happy in his own way, and he's working, he's progressing, he has good health. And the people like my friends and all, and who have this who have this desk job and who sit in front of the computer doing a lot of things, have stiff neck and cervical issues, and their eyes have went for a toss, back pain, and every problem related to health at this age, like in their 20s. It's really weird, man. You get packages of like 6 lakh to 10 lakhs, 13 lakhs, but it's of no use. Only you get happy on the salary day. I just don't want to talk about it in this particular interaction. It will be too lengthy, and I'm sure no one is gonna watch it. It's private basically, and no one is interested in anything or listening to anything. So it's okay if someone listens to this. Maybe I'll start the Pessimistic podcast, which will deal with something really logical, something that is real, which does not have fake positivity, which does not have this uh, knuckly motivation, which will be true, which will be about something that is, that comes from deep within, where there is no script or no editing, or there should be nothing. It should be like, I feel this, I don't care about what others feel, because this, you have right to speak, and according to that, just use your freedom of speech, and that's all. I mean, no one cares about how you speak, but what you speak is all that matters. And yes, that's it.